What's good, YouTube? I'm back for my 3 month / 90-day update for my beard and hair transplant coming from Heva Clinic. Now, like I said, these videos I'm gonna kind of drag it out because it has to be 3 minutes. So if you're like, oh, why the dude talking about nothing? It's because it got to be 3 minutes. Now, I don't want it to become shorts like the guy saying Jay Heva. Now, I mean, obviously, you get further in your journey, you want to make shorter videos, but or you know what I'm saying, you don't have to make as longer videos because you explain most of the details. But I want to keep them on the same type of format that it started in. So with all that being said, I'm gonna talk about what's been happening, you know what I'm saying, and then I got a list of things I want to talk about as well. So the first thing I'm gonna say is, obviously between 2-3 months after that first shed, not much is gonna happen. But what I will say is my scalp hair, as you can see, is actually filling in quite well. Like, I was never bald in these areas, like I said before. But I mean, as you can see, the natural hair right here, natural hairs versus the recipient hairs, like, it's at this point, it's damn near fit in. Now, I faded my hair on the side, which one thing I want to talk about, cutting my own hair. But yeah, I faded this, so it's about the length of a fade right now, so it's definitely not as dense, but it's getting there. So let's start talking about that. So like I said, since you can see my beard, my beard has not really made any difference, right? Like, not much has come in. This is just where it's been at, like I said on the last video. But yeah, so that's as far as results go. But I do want to talk about a couple of things that I mentioned in my other video, and I wrote them down so I don't forget. So first thing is the shampoo. Like, I bought the shampoo I talked about in one of the other videos, Nizoral shampoo, because I had bumps on the back of my head. Now, the bumps on the back of my head they kind of popped up and they kind of faded away, but even the first transplant I got, they were an issue, kind of a little bit of sticking around, because when you get a haircut or just mess the back of your head, particularly the back of your head, it's hard to, navigate without scraping and cutting and making it bleed. And now I decided, okay, I'm gonna start cutting my own hair, because one, I don't want nobody trying to mess with my transplant area, and two, because they charging $40 and $50 for a cut nowadays. That's crazy. Now, y'all don't know, because y'all didn't see my other channel when I had long hair. I had long, like, freeform dreads for like 3 or 4 years, so I didn't get no haircuts except for I cut it myself, just bald around the sides. It wasn't actual fade, just bald. So I haven't got a haircut at a shop in like 3 or 4 years, and I was looking, it was like $40 for a fade. What? So I bought some clippers and I'm doing that myself. And then when it comes to the like, I was cutting out and it was cool, and I was doing the back. When I got to the back, it was still some bumps, and it started bleeding and whatnot. So let me show you the back real quick before I forget. Like I said, this is the side I did faded. This is the back. I know the back probably looked kind of rough because it's my first time cutting it. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So I wanted to just tell y'all to, use that shampoo if you really experiencing trouble with the bumps. It gets rid of it pretty much completely. I haven't had them really come back, and if they do, I use it for 1 to 2 days and they're gone. So that's good. Second thing I want to talk about is the shed. I feel like I had a second shed, or either that or my sink was stopped up. I don't know, because I was washing my head and washing my face and whatnot, and a bunch of hairs in the sink. Now, I did cut my hair a little bit before that, so it could have been a mix of some hairs left like that and some hairs coming out. And I don't know, but I feel like I had a second shed, especially with the facial hair, because it's not coming in as fast or as strong as the other hairs. But I could just all be on my head, so I don't know for sure. Just if you feel like you're having a second shed, then no, you're not the only one thinking that, because I wasn't sure. I thought maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not. Last thing I want to talk about is I talked about starting finasteride. That's a big thing people say when you get a hair transplant, is starting a drug that blocks DHT, which causes baldness. You want to attack it at the source. I've been using minoxidil, yes, but minoxidil won't stop your hair loss. It won't. It will help with regrowth and stuff like that. But you have to be using something like finasteride, dutasteride, etc., for it to stop. Now, I don't feel like I'm balding aggressively right now, and I don't want to use finasteride because it does have side effects, particularly making your semen watery and shit, blah, blah, and then kind of affecting your sex drive to degrees with certain people or whatever. I'm gonna try to stay away from that as long as I can until I really start seeing some crazy stuff. Now, you're supposed to start before you start seeing aggressive balding, but right now, since these hairs are coming in and I'm not experiencing balding anywhere else, and I talked to my daddy, and he said, hey, you're not gonna really worry about that till like mid-30s, late 40s. I'm like, okay, if he said that and I'm similar to him genetically, maybe that's true. So I'm gonna keep my eye close on it. I post one of my fans, so yeah, I do have it. I did order it. I do have it, but it's gonna expire in 2027. So if I don't start about then, I'll have to order some more. So there we go. That's my whole update as far as hair, beard. I'm sure in the next month or two, things will fill in. Particularly, the most important thing I'm looking out for is the beard. Once the beard fills in, it's over for you niggas. I'm just saying. But anyways, I'll see y'all next time in the next video. Drop any questions, comments if you have any concerns, if I missed anything. And I'll see y'all boys next time. Peace.